Right. 13 June 2025. And today is Friday the 13th, one of the most dangerous days on the calendar. Friday the 13th is the day of Jason, Anoj Kisa. Jason is a character in Friday the 13th. And those who know, they know it's a dangerous day. A lot happens. Stay inside on Friday the 13th. So I've had a travel last night, so I didn't manage to stream, and I apologize for that. And you know that when I fly, I don't feel well afterwards. So it's terrible. When I fly, I become like Mnangagwa. I get dementia, vascular dementia. So let's get started. And today we've got a very important story to cover. I want to bring some clarity on what is going on so that we don't get confused. Gambakwe media is a big player in what is going on. This is because I am in it when it happens. I am there when it happens. I'm not like other people who just talk and they don't know what they're talking about. So when you hear me talking about something, you must listen very, very carefully, because something is about to happen and something big is about to happen, especially to Chiwenga. Mnangagwa is ready to strike Chiwenga and finish him off. So what is Chiwenga going to do? That is the question. Mnangagwa is almost done with Chiwenga. But what is Chiwenga and his backers, the military guys, going to do? Do they have the necessary ability to stop Mnangagwa, who's got no support among the people? The only people that Mnangagwa is using right now is a private group of mercenaries. And right now, all the security structures of Zimbabwe are behind Chiwenga. What is stopping Chiwenga from moving? And that is what I want to bring clarity on today so that you understand. And this information that I have is from my sources, very close sources, and it's very important. It covers the period leading up to the 31st of March protests and up to present, and what is going to happen within this month. So Chiwenga and Mnangagwa, they know each other. They know everything about each other. Mnangagwa knows all of Chiwenga's plans, and Chiwenga knows all of Mnangagwa's plans. So what I'm telling you here is not secret to them. It's secret to you. But they know each other. These are information that is widely available among themselves, among Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. So let's get started with what has happened in South Africa. So a few months back, a lot of money moved between different countries. So there was an amount of $5 million US, which I talked about, which moved from the United States to Africa. And that is approximately 100 million rands that has came into Africa. I'm not sure of the source in America, but one person has sent that money to Africa. And that money has been used to pay off a number of people on the Mnangagwa side. So 100 million rands or $5 million was available. On the Chwienga side, there was an amount of between 30 million and 300 million rands. I'm not aware of the exact figure, but my source says an amount of between 30 million and 300 million was available on the Chiwenga side. So we had a big chunk of money on the Chiwenga side, 300 million, they say, and a big chunk on the Mnangagwa side, $5 million US or 100 million rands. The purpose of this money was to match both sides so that if Mnangagwa won, the people on Mnangagwa's side would be paid. So Mnangagwa had his own backers with a private purse. On the Chwienga side, there was also that money, 300 or 30 million, whatever amount, a big amount of money, waiting to push so that the program can be pushed through in Zimbabwe to remove Mnangagwa. So we had two monies, the money for Chiwenga and the money for Mnangagwa. So what has happened, according to my sources, is that once Chiwenga's money moved into South Africa, Mnangagwa's people have gone to the South Africans and told them that Chiwenga has moved his money into South Africa. And the South Africans have seized the funds that belonged to Chiwenga and took it away. So that money was no longer available to Chiwenga. However, Mnangagwa had his money, which he then used to pay off a lot of people. So these two men that you're seeing here, holding each other's hands, Chiwenga and Mnangagwa, they know each other very well. And this is not theoretical. There is a court case in South Africa regarding the money of Chiwenga. And within a few short months, I'm still looking for the documents. I'll release you that information of what exactly happened in South Africa. There is a court case because there was also an arrest that took place in South Africa. So let's see if there are any court documents available. So do you see what I'm telling you is not a theory? It's not something written on paper. It's something real. It's a real thing that has happened. So let's see if we can get those court papers and see exactly what has happened. But what I can tell you is that this was orchestrated by Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa has sent his people. Mnangagwa has deployed heavily in South Africa. Over 100 agents have been deployed in South Africa by Mnangagwa, and they are working full-time on destroying Chiwenga. That's all they do in South Africa. Their job is to find and destroy anyone who is linked to Chiwenga. That is why you see that Nyokaima Bunu is not getting bail. That is why you see that Mdarageza is paralyzed, is not able to move. These guys are moving against anyone that is seen to be supporting Chiwenga, and people are terrified. That is why you see people like Mzembe have ran, Grace Mugabe has ran, Xavier Kasukuwere is behaving funny, and Jonathan Moyo is behaving funny. That is because they are well aware that Mnangagwa is deployed heavily. Private security, mercenaries, all those mercenaries that were in Zimbabwe have been moved down to South Africa. Secondly, just before the 31st of March protests, a plan was put in place to block off the city of Harare completely. So all the roads in Harare were supposed to be blocked off with sand. So you saw a sand truck that blocked the road, one of the roads. So what was planned ahead of that protest was that sand was going to be put on all the roads leading into Harare. So there was no one who was going to be able to go into Harare. And this plan is not secret, because what happened is Nyokaima Bunu, when he moved from Port Elizabeth to come to Johannesburg, a group of Geza and Chiwenga supporters met and started to strategize. When Nyokaima Bunu arrived in Johannesburg, he was part of a meeting which was plotting how to close the roads. However, unbeknown to these guys, among the group that was supposed to do this implementation was a lot of agents. So as I said to you, there were more than 100 people in that meeting. And among that group were more than half agents of Mnangagwa who were listening to each and every plan, including the names of the people involved. They were sitting inside of that meeting. And after the meeting had concluded, that is when they destroyed everyone and resulting in the arrest of Nyokaima Bunu. So the stuff that I'm telling you about here is not a secret plan to Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is aware, and Chiwenga is also aware of what has happened. And the two men are waiting for the right moment. And what is that moment? Let's go to Geza. Geza says, fellow Zimbabweans, be advised that this is fake, and take note that the account which posted this is not mine. It is run by an imposter. This here is my account, and as usual, I communicate through this platform in my YouTube account. Right now, our progressive security forces are on the ground. Very soon, you'll see the results. We are almost there. Don't lose heart and don't be swayed by imposters and regime enablers. Didn't they say I was sick? Didn't they say I was given a car? ED can spin, duck and dive, but he's going. His days are numbered, and he knows it. Have a good day, fellow Zimbabweans. Our progressive security forces are at work. This Emmerson Mnangagwa you are seeing today is ending very soon. So, what is Geza saying? Where is Geza? What is Geza's part in what Chiwenga is going to be, or what is going to happen to Chiwenga? So let me unpack for you. Currently, Geza has no capacity. So Geza has got no capacity at the moment. Currently, Chiwenga has no capacity as things stand right now. So let me give you a breakdown. Both Chiwenga and Geza are relying on what is called security. So let's go to the actual name. Security, progressive security forces. That is sympathizers. So what has happened to the sympathizers? Firstly, the guys who were supposed to block the roads, they are on the run. Right now, as we speak, the guys who were supposed to block the roads. If that had happened, Mnangagwa was going to be gone that day. So if Mnangagwa had not succeeded in blocking the plot to close the roads, because then there was not going to be anyone in town, and anything could have happened that time. So the sympathizers, the people who were providing the trucks and the sand to block the roads, are currently on the run. And therefore, both the funds and the capacity has been taken away. So as we speak, the communication is out. The sympathizers, the people who are providing the funds are out. And the funds have been taken. What is left is to capitalize on Mnangagwa's weakness. And Mnangagwa's weakness is that Mnangagwa has got no one. No one supports Mnangagwa. I can assure you, if you go to the military right now, no one supports Mnangagwa. If you go to police, no one supports Mnangagwa. If you go to intelligence, no one supports Mnangagwa. So what is stopping Chiwenga from moving? That is the question. And I do not understand that question myself. We'll unpack it. But Chiwenga is not moving. He is not moving, and I do not understand why he's not moving, because Mnangagwa has lost support totally across the board. So it all starts now. So as we go in this month, the plot was supposed to be on 22 June. 22 June was supposed to be the date. This date was on a roadmap. The roadmap was leaked to Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa has got all the information. Chiwenga has got all the information. What do you think is going to happen next? What is going to happen next is Mnangagwa is going to make the next move. So within a short space of time, you're going to see a move by Mnangagwa, but the move must be decisive. So you're going to see a decisive move against Chiwenga, most likely an arrest or a dismissal, but a dismissal is not sufficient. So that is a dismissal from ZANU-PF, a dismissal from government, and also a military or security move against Chiwenga. So that is what is next, and those are the options on the table for Mnangagwa. On the other hand, Chiwenga, using the progressive security forces, could then make the same move on Mnangagwa. That is an arrest and also a dismissal from ZANU-PF and a dismissal from the government, seizing of all funds, all the good things that we saw on that list. The people were already in the list. If the blocking of the road had succeeded, all the guys were going to be arrested, all their properties was going to be taken, and Mnangagwa was going to be taken out of State House. So what does it mean? There was a failed plot against Mnangagwa. And Mnangagwa has not yet made his move against the plotters, people that he considers to be the plotters. And that move is coming because both sides know each other. There is no side here that does not know. And the South Africans are playing a big part. The South African government is the one supporting Mnangagwa. Right now, the South African government is the one that is backing Mnangagwa. Without the South African government, Mnangagwa would have fallen by now. And the South Africans, using their security infrastructure, are the ones who are preventing the removal of Mnangagwa. That's why you see that Nyoka Mabuno remains in jail with the trumped up charges, embarrassing case, which cannot stand in any court. They are relying on postponements. Nyoka Mabuno cannot be tried successfully on any of the charges that are before him. So the next move is political and military. You're going to see a political and military move against Chwienga or a political and military move against Mnangagwa. But both sides, as we stand, equally matched. However, Chwienga has lost his resources. He has lost his supporters, his actual backers, and is now relying on security forces and Geza. But Geza, as we speak right now, if you ask Mnangagwa, where is Geza? Mnangagwa can tell you without a doubt house number, street, what he's eating, what time he jogs. Mnangagwa knows all those things. He has employed so many resources on keeping Geza in check. So Geza is under the control or under any moment that Mnangagwa wants to catch Geza, he can catch him. And that is because the South Africans are involved. The South Africans heavily involved in what is going on. And what you saw yesterday is part of it. The case of Nyoka Mabuno is bizarre. You have never seen such a case in the history of cases. There is nothing like that where a person can be denied bail for those reasons and also taken to trial for those reasons. So when I look at the people around me, I always question myself, are they Zimbabwe intelligence? Are they South Africa intelligence? Or are they Chwienga people? And certainly most times it's Mnangagwa people and South Africa intelligence. That is what I've realized. There is a lot of interest in what is going on in Zimbabwe because a coup is on the move. And when a coup is on the move, it does not stop. So when a coup starts, it only stops for two reasons. It has succeeded or the plotters have been killed, all of them. So the move is about to happen, but it's decisive. It's going to end with one of the sides annihilated. At the moment, the two sides are standing, pretending not to know, but they are all aware that they know each other. The only difference is Mnangagwa has lost support in the security systems of Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa has lost support, but Chiwenga is hesitating. He is not making a move. That is why you see there is growing frustration among people. People are frustrated. They don't know what is going to happen next. And if Chiwenga is not careful, he will be taken out. And I've said it, they will take him out using private security of Mnangagwa. And then Gananda will be totally in charge. However, as it stands, the next move is likely to be made by Mnangagwa. So you're going to see a move before the end of this month. So I just want you guys to understand where we are. That is why you see people running. People like Kasukuwere are running. Grace Mugabe is running. Jonathan Moy is running. Those guys are what we call the weak links in a chain. They quickly change like chameleons. But there are other people who are brave, who are not going to run. And those are the people that are progressive security forces. Darageza, what is going to happen to him? I also believe that Mnangagwa is going to move on Darageza before his next speech. So if Geza says he's going to make a speech or do a broadcast, I believe that that day they're going to pick him up because they know where he is. So I don't think they'll allow him to make his next statement. That is because they don't want this to continue. They want this to come to an end. So we're almost there. It's going to be very eventful. And both sides, they've got weaknesses and strengths. But from my point of view, the next move is going to come from Mnangagwa moving very heavily against Chiwenga, and the move will be decisive. You are going to see a decisive move, and I believe that for Nyoka Bunu, he is lucky that he didn't get bail. Because if they'd given him bail, I believe that they would have taken him out. I believe that Nyoka Bunu was going to be taken out. I don't think they would allow Nyoka Bunu to be out. Okay, I think we're covered. 20 minutes is enough. You get the picture. This is where we are. We are just about to witness a move, and it's going to happen very, very soon. Friday the 13th, a very dangerous day. Now let's go to other stories. I want to quickly go through Manzgisiza. If you've got questions, you ask me inside of the comment section. Don't think it's over. It's not over. We are just about to witness something big. And the seizure of Chiwenga's funds in South Africa, which is, it's in the public domain. You're going to see there is an arrest that has been made. There's a warrant of arrest that was issued to someone. So my sources are just about to provide me with information. I currently don't have some of the information, but this is a real thing. Our funds were seized. And as I said, between 30 million and 300 million on the Chwienga side, and on the Mnangagwa side, 100 million, which came from someone in the United States or one of those countries. They gave that money, and that money was supposed to be used by both sides. Chiwenga lost his money, and Mnangagwa used his money to pay off people. But is it enough? That is the question. Now, let's go to other stories. I don't think it's a good idea talking about Chiwenga. Who is talking about Chiwenga? I'm talking about funds. Do you understand? I guess that is a joker. Why is ED is gone? Yes, ED is gone. ED has lost support of all the military, security, police. No one supports Mnangagwa. Like literally, he's lost all the support. All the generals, they don't support Mnangagwa. That is why he's gone. We've heard a million times about these moves. No, you have not heard about the funds. I told you before that Chiwenga cannot do anything to Mnangagwa. Tongai. Okay, let me tell you about who is supporting Mnangagwa. I said it's the South Africans. Without the South Africans in the mercenaries, Mnangagwa is gone. If there was the South Africans stop supporting Mnangagwa right now, you'll be gone in a day. And then Chaja says, Gambakwe, stop misleading people by creating unreliable stories. I don't know what you're talking about. And then if everything you say it was true, then fake prophet Apostle Chwienga would be gone. Right, I think we've covered all the comments. Did you guys understand where we are? We are just about to witness a move. Whoever moves first wins. Whoever moves last loses. And the funds are gone. So these guys don't have money. Chwienga side doesn't have the money. Mnangagwa side is paid off a lot of people. The South Africans now a key player in stopping what was supposed to happen. And Chiwenga, why is not moving? That question needs to be answered. Why is Chiwenga not making a move? Because Mnangagwa has lost all the support of all the security structures. Is it because of the South Africans? Because the South Africans are currently supporting Mnangagwa. Okay, I hope you understand it. Friday the 13th episode. Right. So let's now go. Do you understand that you're not school kids? Yes, you are too old to be a school kid. But as I said to you, some of the things are backed by arrest warrant and a court case. So let's hope that very soon the sources will provide us with the documents. Gambakwe, content creator of the year. I'm not a content creator. I move. I am the only person in Zimbabwe where you will see me where the action is. You see me at court, you see me at Zambia, you see me at Botswana, you see me in the United States. How many people in Zimbabwe have you ever seen who are online right now, who have ever left their desk? Like they sit there and they talk. I don't talk. Last night, did you see me in my plane flying back home? Did you see me this week going to court? Did you see me? So I'm not, my democratic credentials are unquestionable. That is all I have to say to you. My democratic credentials are unquestionable. I like it. I like it because you cannot duplicate what I do. It's not possible. And that is why you follow me. Guys, you know that you get things that you'll never get anywhere else. Now, let's quickly run through the news. Sections of the Patriotic Act have been declared unconstitutional. So there is a young man called Zenzele Ndebele. Zenzele Ndebele is a journalist and he is part of SITE, or the founder of SITE. He has taken the Zimbabwe government to court and he has won. So Zenzele Ndebele has managed to get some sections of the Patriotic Act struck off. So good job, my brother Zenzele Ndebele, for this good job. So I don't know whether they're going to amend the constitution. That is Zenzele Ndebele over there. Then we've got other stories in ZANU-PF. There is infighting, massive infighting over ED 2030. So Mabo Chinomona, if you go to Newsday newspaper today, Mabo Chinomona is fighting with the Patrick Chinamasa. And this is after Patrick Chinamasa wrote to party leadership regarding the Women's League in Manicaland. And Mabo Chinomona is saying Patrick Chinamasa is interfering with the work of the Women's League. So go check it out inside of the Newsday newspaper. Chwienga and his wife, Minnie, are celebrating their third anniversary. So Minnie finally got a phone back and is posted. And she says, today, 3 years ago, happy anniversary to us. We don't wait for anyone to give us happiness. We create our own. So Mnangagwa has identified Minnie as the problem. So according to my sources, Mnangagwa has identified Minnie as the problem. And that is why you saw what they did last week to go and break into a shop. First, it was a warning. Second, it was meant to destabilize them. And the third, it was meant to get data. So they tried to get information and also probably to plant bugs into the shop of Minnie. That means they failed to compromise people. They're now trying to use technology. So the third anniversary might be the last if you're not careful. Bataimun Uyu, Mnangagwa, Muroi. Then let's go to other stories quickly. Rhodes scholarships are open. So if you want to be a Rhodes scholar, the Rhodes scholarship is open. So you can go over here and view the information. I'm going to put this on Gambakwe. You can also screen grab. It's open from the 1st of June to the 1st of August. That is 2 months. And then there are other entertainment stories which I don't think are important right now. I'm not going to cover entertainment today. I'm covering some Friday the 13th stories. Panoch Kisa, Pakaipa. Let's go to business. Ariston is facing insolvency due to high debt and high costs. Go check out that story in the independent newspaper. Lucia Lusengo has been appointed as the Fashion Council of Zimbabwe President. Go check out that story. I think that is in the H Metro, if I'm not mistaken. And then Madam Boss is in the United States of America. And it is said that she was brought over there by Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley is working on BET Awards. And Madam Boss is very popular. She's got as many followers as Chamisa. So she's probably the most popular person right now. And she's been rubbing shoulders with some of the most popular celebrities inside of America. So that is black celebrities. And the reason is Miss Shirley, who was Ginimbi's manager, is working at the BET or somewhere there. And you can see Madam Boss, she's looking very different. Her body is looking amazing. Chasara kuti tipengoni mve phone me ndikupe mve mpana unotizwa nemukadzi. And Preza, she also posted about Preza here in Nyaradzo. She's doing a lot of work there. And then get your Omari visa card. That is Madam Boss. You can see her body. She looks very different. This is dangerous. Kataiti aka. And Kutabangu, Madam Boss. I don't look at you like that. So that is Madam Boss over here in America. Guys, going to America is life-changing. Those who have never been to America, if you've never been to America, you are missing out. So Madam Boss doing very well. Tyler Perry, who is this one? I don't know her. So that is Madam Boss doing very, very well. And that is a nice car. She is doing with Snoop Dogg, the big dog. So Madam Boss doing well, and Miss Shirley made it happen. Go check it out on all her social media platforms. Then let's go to Africa. In Africa, the top 250 companies report has been issued, and one Zimbabwean man is over there. Ralph Mpita is one of the people who is running the top 250 companies in Africa. As you are aware, the top 10 companies in Africa includes Naspers, which is 40 billion market cap, Sonatrach, oil and gas, Algeria, and MTN Group, number 3 most valuable company in the whole of Africa, is being run by a Zimbabwean, Ralph Mpita. I have had the pleasure of seeing him myself when I used to work at MTN. That guy is amazing. And then obviously you have some of these companies like Dangote, who is number 6, Vodacom, First Rand, and Standard Bank. But look at Morocco Telecom of Morocco at number 7. That is amazing. Eskom, I don't know how Eskom became that valuable because it's loss making. So I don't know how they say that. And then obviously, Manchester is celebrating 57th birthday. There's a big supplement inside on H Metro. Go check it out. And then we have a big story in Morocco where opposition leader Abia Mos has been jailed for an additional 2 years for criticizing the electoral laws. She's been in jail for 2 years since 2022. But today she has been jailed for an extra 2 years after she criticized new laws or new electoral laws. And then obviously, Tatenda Mavetera, what a joke. She says she's going to church to Apostle Tawonga Mutawashe church on Sunday. That is amazing. We want to hear about AI, but she's talking about a church. She makes me laugh. Tatenda Mavetera. I don't even know how she became a minister. It's crazy. So I think I've covered most of the stuff I wanted to cover. Now let's go to Mve. Today is a Friday, so we have a special. If you buy a packet of Mve in Harare, you're going to get 2 Savannah. And there are many products in our shop, shop.gambakwe.com. You can go over there. Many products for guys. Emergency kit. You know that Kanakena Hotel, emergency kit. My coffee, we've got so many coffees, $5. Go over there. Nungo diram coffee mako watobo. Chema sevari pamariro. Don't be that guy. Anopo pena okavira mudondo. So that is there. And then obviously we've got some very interesting stuff. I want to show you guys something. We've got this thing called black seed. Right, this is black seed. This is $50. Very important. One of the most powerful herbs. It's available in our shop. But I'm going to add for you a kit. Yeah, what we call immune booster. After doing research. So let me show you. This kit, so in a black seed, black seed, and there's this thing, chakapenga chinich, chinonzi EGCG, ichich. Right, so EGCG, researcher, it's got certain effects. And then we've got the moringa, and then we've got the turmeric. That kit is very powerful. It's a health kit. And if you want that kit as a kit, you must WhatsApp me here. And what I'll do is I'll do it for you for $200. So that is $200, the full kit every month. You get a kit. So I want serious people only in Harare. So that is only in Harare. You go to our agent at Angwa City, and then they'll sort you out. So you WhatsApp me there and we'll give you the details of the agent. That kit, you must take it continuously and you'll be okay. No. Right, so that is the shop, and that is our sponsor. Please buy Mve. Guys in the UK, make your orders. Usagare usina Mve. I think we've covered everything. Gambakwe no work is in progress. We're currently negotiating with certain people. As soon as negotiations are complete, we'll let you know. We're going into a period where there'll be no jobs. No one will be working. Guys, do you know that I don't work? I don't go to work at all. But have you ever seen me hungry? Have you ever seen me not in a plane or not doing what I want to do? So in future, there'll be no work, 90% unemployment. Companies are getting rid of people. The jobs that will be there is cleaning, carpentry, AI, welding, those kind of jobs. Car mechanic, we're going back to the past. Farming, but the normal jobs are going to be gone. You're going to be replaced. So we're going to create a new way of making money. So that new way of making money is under Gambakwe no work. WhatsApp me and become part of it. I've got a lot of people, so you're not going to get a response from me. Gambakwe no work, very important. Only if you can raise $20,000 or more. So I think we've covered everything. Let's now recap. We said Chiwenga and Mnangagwa, leading up to the 31st of March, they were ready for big changes. Certain people have provided funds, millions and millions, to both sides. And Chiwenga's funds, between 30 million and 300 million. After Mnangagwa went to South Africa and told the South Africans, his funds were seized in South Africa. And some arrest warrants were issued. So something official has happened in South Africa. However, Mnangagwa was able to use his money to pay off some people. A lot of people were paid off by Mnangagwa using $5 million, about 100 million rands. That is why you saw some people selling out. They were paid by Mnangagwa. However, what is left is that now both sides know each other. And the 22nd of June was supposed to be the day. And Mnangagwa has been told the South Africans are working with Mnangagwa, protecting him. And I expect a move against Chwienga very soon. However, Mnangagwa has lost all the support of the security structures and is relying on mercenaries and also on the South Africans. Without the South Africans, Mnangagwa is no one. Mnangagwa is gone. So how do we get the South Africans out of the way? How do we get the mercenaries out of the way? That is where the progressive security forces are coming. But Mnangagwa knows exactly where Geza is. Right now, if you ask Mnangagwa where is Geza, he can tell you where. Right now, he can tell you what Geza has done this morning. He can tell you when Geza jogs and when Geza goes to sleep and when Geza buys his best beer. He knows. The question is, why is Chwienga not moving? Why is he waiting? Because he knows very well that Mnangagwa knows his plans. Why is Chwienga not moving? Because he knows what will happen. And a lot of people are going to be in trouble. So why is Chiwenga not moving? You saw what happened to Nyoka Mapuni yesterday. What a bizarre case. Where a postman is made saying that the case is political. And then the next day, bail is denied. It doesn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense. And this is part of a bigger thing that is happening. The South Africans are the ones that are preventing what's supposed to happen in Zimbabwe right now from happening. There is a lot that could have happened by now if the South Africans had not intervened. But Mnangagwa has lost all the support. These guys are exposed. And Akatagwire, all these guys, they're in trouble. Any moment, they can lose everything. So do you think they're going to allow themselves to lose everything? The question is, who is going to move first? And that is a very important question. It's going to happen. But who's going to go first? Right, I think I've covered everything. I would like to thank all of you for watching. You are given money by ED to do what you're doing. I don't get money from anyone. I'm totally clean. I am so clean. Like, I'm squeaky clean. Gambakwe is so clean. I have never taken money from anybody. Homeboy, Murise, yes, myself, Chamisa, Wese, Vanuku Mashingo. Teta say, Nevano Mashingo. That's why you keep lying, because you don't work. Obviously, you're getting money from YouTube. I issue a mama. No, I don't lie. Have you ever seen me like? Have you ever seen me in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Zambia, Botswana, United States? Guys, I am the only person that is on the ground. Have you ever seen me talking about Pastor Tafmane Messiah? Have you seen my guys on the ground? Have you seen that Gambakwe media is here when you go to sleep and here when you wake up? Have you ever seen that I'm the only one that actually has contact with the people? So when it comes to me, there's no effort that you can make against Gambakwe that will work. It's spiritual. Gambakwe media is a spiritual channel. Mnangagwa achayenda in the Chisara. Nichasara Mnangagwa ayenda. That is true. Right. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I would like to thank all of you for your support. Please support us, buy our products, buy our mve. That is important for you and for us. And I'll see you again. We'll try to be back during the day. As things happen, I'll be back talking to you. We are following closely the situation in Zambia. President Hakainde Hichilema last night gave a speech. I broadcast that speech. You can also watch it on the Zambian news channels. President Hakainde Hichilema is asked Zambians to work together. And President Hakainde Hichilema is an amazing president. I love him. He's done a great job. When I was in Zambia and the ZANU-PF was trying to kill me, President Hakainde Hichilema put an agent on me. She was following me around everywhere I go. Until when they were just about to arrest me, she jumped out and said, "What are you doing?" That is President Hakainde Hichilema. However, what has happened is that the family of Lungu now wants to ban President Hakainde Hichilema from attending the funeral of Lungu. So the churches in Zambia have said this is bad because, first and foremost, Lungu is the one who was arresting Hakainde Hichilema. So why would you then go and ban Hakainde Hichilema? Makes no sense. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And a good day to you all. I really love and appreciate everything that you're doing for us. By the way, I didn't say anything about Chamisa today. That is crazy. There's no way I can just live without saying anything about Chamisa. What did Chamisa say? Chamisa, I love Chamisa. He attended the British Council. Go check it out. Yeah. And then obviously, you can go to Nokama Polo channel. We're having a meeting this week. So let me just put away the music for a while. We're having a meeting sometime just to catch up on what to do next. So the last updates given by Nyoka Mapono channel, let's see who's talking. But I go and watch. In fact, don't waste your time. I'm Zingwa, another time now. I don't waste your time. So Sarwaka, when he speaks, I actually listen. So I'm Zingwa and this is written this. But all I can say is this weekend we're going to have a meeting. I'll let you guys know the outcome of the meeting. We are going to do very, very well. Mnangagwa is going to lose, but it will take effort. So I'll let you guys know what is going to happen this weekend. Let us working together on unity, and Mnangagwa will certainly be gone. But there is a lot I've given you today, what the issues are. Nyaya irukum soro. The issues now need to be at the top. At the bottom, we're just waiting. But now Chwienga and Mnangagwa are going to go head to head. Let's see what happens. And let's see who is going to be the last man standing.
Shiri kumedza go ifanika anakonda taona pazobuda nana tironi